Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to this new video. Today, we're going to be trying out 10 Android games that are available with Google Play Pass. Google Play Pass is kind of like Xbox Game Pass. It gives you access to a list of paid games with just one monthly subscription. It only costs $3 a month and can be shared across 5 accounts. So if you team up with 4 friends, each of you would pay next to nothing. Seriously, a bag of chips costs more than that. On the Play Store, there are supposed to be over 1,000 games with Play Pass. Some are fully paid games, while others are already free games but come in their full versions. Aside from the price, I see a couple of interesting advantages. All play. Pass games come without ads. There are slightly more quality filters, so most games are multilingual, offline, and have controller support. The experience is complete, with no in-app purchases at all. I feel like games like this give you more of a console-style video game experience for sure. Hope you enjoy these 10 games. Now let's get to it. In 10th place, we have OK Golf, a mini-golf game with multiple maps full of obstacles and traps that make your matches harder. The goal is just like in real golf. Sink the ball into the hole in the fewest shots possible. But with each level, the difficulty increases. Don't be surprised if you find maps set in deserts or medieval castles. Being mini-golf, the settings are really varied. Gameplay is simple. You aim and use your finger to control shot power. A cool feature I really liked is that up to 4 players can play multiplayer on the same device. You just pass the phone each turn, and for a casual session, it works great. Recommended game. In 9th place, we have Absolute Drift. And as the name says, it's all about drifting. You'll be in small maps filled with obstacles and challenges. You're free to do whichever challenge you like, but there are also missions that take you to track-style stages, where you'll have even more objectives to complete. You can adjust your car's sensitivity to make drifting easier or harder, which helps if you're still learning, as it's not an easy game. You can switch cars, and you can change the color of your car, and that's pretty much it. Recommended game. In 8th place, we have a very famous farming game, Stardew Valley. At first glance, it looks like a simple farming sim, but it's not. Well, the base is, but there's so much more to do. It starts with the cliché story. You're tired of city life, and your grandpa left you a farm. Fed up with urban stress, you start your new life in the countryside. You'll begin by planting seeds and selling crops to make money. But during winter, you can't plant anything, so what do you do then? You can explore the world, enter dungeons and fight enemies, go fishing, raise animals, and even socialize with the town's NPCs. You can even date and marry one of them. You can play co-op with friends, which adds a nice bonus. It's definitely not the best-looking game in the world, but you can feel the love the developer put into it, constantly improving it. It's a game worth playing. Recommended. In 7th place, we have another pixelated game with hack-and-slash mechanics. You play as Skul, a small skeleton who is the son of the Demon King. Unfortunately for Skul, the Demon King's army has been defeated and his father has been taken. Motivated by revenge, Skul adjusts his skull and picks up a bone from a fallen ally to use as a weapon, and so his adventure begins. You'll progress through stages full of enemies and level up, but Skul isn't exactly strong. His only skill is throwing his own head at enemies. What makes Skul powerful is putting on other skulls he finds along the way. Each skull grants different abilities and lets Skul transform, very much like Kirby. You can carry 2 skulls at once, and depending on how you combine them, you can pull off stronger combos. If you want to defeat hundreds of enemies in a fast-paced action game, this one is definitely recommended. In 6th place, we have TurboFly, a simple space racing game that reminds me of old-school PlayStation 1 games. There are only about 10 ships and a campaign with different levels. Nothing too complicated. Pick a ship, pick a level, and go. Each level is a different challenge. You'll find regular races, time trials, lead races where you have to stay ahead by a certain distance, and my favorite mode, each lap gets faster, and the goal is to score as high as you can without crashing. It starts off easy, but after a few laps your ship becomes insanely fast. That's basically it. It's simple and quick, perfect for players who don't want to overthink things or go through endless menus. Just race, unlock ships and tracks. Recommended game. In fifth place, we have another spaceship game, but this time the gameplay is very different. Here, it's not about racing, but dodging obstacles. The first levels are easy, but as you progress, things get more difficult. Plus, for each level, you can unlock a 2x speed mode. It's the same level, but way faster, making everything more intense and challenging. This mode is super fun and really tests your reflexes. The game has a cyberpunk aesthetic, and the music matches that vibe, making the whole experience feel immersive and cool. If you enjoy high-skill challenge games, this one's for you. Recommended. In fourth place, you're in charge of helping vehicles reach their destination safely. To do that, you need to build strong and stable bridges, but with a limited budget. You'll need to use your engineering sense and structural smarts to design bridges that won't collapse. You'll have a good selection of materials, and each one has different properties. This isn't just a simple game. There's a real physics system behind it, and all the mechanics are grounded in real science. You should really pay attention to the tips about how the materials behave. For civil engineers, it's a great game to put your skills to the test. For casual players like me, it's hilarious to see the bridge fall apart and everything crash into the void. Recommended game. In third place, we have the best jet ski racing game for Android. It's a racing game where you compete against NPCs to beat levels and unlock new tracks and new jet skis. You can upgrade your jet skis and change their colors, and you can also customize your rider's appearance. Not all stages are traditional races. Some have different goals. Plus, you can do tricks whenever you jump, and this fills up your nitro bar, which you can use at any moment. You can also race online against players from around the world or challenge your own friends. My favorite part of this game is the environments. Some are set in futuristic cities, while others take place in ancient cities that seem to have sunk into the sea. The tracks really add personality to the game. If you enjoy racing, this one is definitely recommended. In place, we have a very ambitious game that must have been quite a challenge to develop. The game starts in 2D style, but the special twist here is that as you move forward in the game's story, you also shift through different graphics, engines. You might begin in a top-down pixel art world, then transition to a side-scrolling platformer, and eventually to a polished 3D adventure, all within the same story. It's an action-adventure game very much like The Legend of Zelda, where you'll face bosses and fight demons trying to destroy everything. You can equip multiple characters with unique abilities to help you along the way, and you'll improve your main hero as you go. This is definitely one of those rare mobile games that stands out. Most Android games tend to copy each other, but this one is too complex and creative to easily replicate. Absolutely worth playing. Highly recommended. In first place, and to close out this list, we have Little Nightmares, a 3D platformer and adventure game with a dark, eerie atmosphere. It's a game designed to be played in the dark, with headphones on to fully immerse yourself, and ideally, with someone next to you for when things get scary. It's not a full horror game, but there are some very creepy scenes and bizarre monsters. You'll progress by solving puzzles, moving pieces around, and unlocking mechanisms, all while carrying a small candle that lights your way through the shadows. Definitely an amazing game. Highly recommended.